You saw the title, right? He was the devil. This is the reason why I talk about racism. I care about my freedom. I don't like nobody using this dumb theory created by this man to determine how my rights will be, my human rights are being violated. And so people got in their feelings, want you to deal the expectation. You live as a collective. You're control group. You don't have no individual rights. You know what I'm saying? This is and it's normalized in the colonization countries like the United States. You ever say, why are you talking about race? Because I care about my freedom. I'm tired of my freedom being questioned and challenged and all that other stuff. I like to do things my way. Yeah, I'm a Leo. And speaking of the zodiac sign, this dude was a Taurus. Oh, and I told my maternal grandma who gave me hell was a Taurus. Okay, the Taurus are mean, stubborn. Even when I was in navigation, I'm a the bitch Candace and her master Preston, they both told her. I researched that bitch and I had for the ass too. They don't want to research you, but you can research me, whatever. Okay. They made Taurus. Them Taurus, oh Lord, them Taurus evil sometimes. Not all, but they got good Taurus out there, Jan Jackson one. Know what I'm saying? But you got the Taurus, even something that's false. They stand 10 toes down on it and they try to enforce it and be mean. But us Leos will raw at your ass and scale bitch and you start talking to district, but you can't restricting us. We're not no puncher bags, okay? So a lot of people ignorant of Johann. I can't even say forgive me those who are German descent. Burbage, whatever his damn name is. This man caused the racial bullshit. I'm a cuss. I was trying to be educational and proper, but I just I gotta get a little ratchet. And it's funny, and I was saying to myself, first on YouTube, I didn't cuss like this. But sometimes I was talking to some your that inspired me to act a little ratchet. Not real. That's how I'm talking to some your. That's why. People love action. So, if you don't, they ain't gonna watch the channel. But if you bring some enthusiasm into it, that's the energy you bring it, right? Okay. So we're gonna bring some energy because I know when I get ratchet, y'all watch. If I got boring, say, well, yeah, he's a devil, this and that, y'all not gonna say, oh, this is boring. And y'all fall asleep. Okay. That's right. I have an animated talent. Okay, I don't have to pay nothing. This is all organic, but no, it's fine. I said, no, let me get a little ratchet, and also too, the things that I say here on YouTube are things I don't say in public. I know how to act. Okay, this is my punching bag. Your angry room. YouTube and my podcast are my angry rooms. Yeah, because I don't, unless you piss me off, that's when I get ugly in public. But I normally don't act like this. Okay? But don't fuck with me. Okay? All right. So it's weird on YouTube, us mixed race identifiers get harassed. And I guess because mixed identity contradicts this theory of race. Because race is a social construct. It is. It's a so because that's biological a race. So it's not even that, and that's why I'm glad that I said many times that DNA tests based on race and ethnicity, and like the biology professor William Gallagher down there in DePaul University is entertainment value. Okay, y'all spend waste of money. Results are different from a different company. You can tell if because if it ain't the same. If as I said on my little short bit, is it real? And my J Cole, is it real? It ain't real. Thank you. It ain't real. It ain't real. It ain't even real. Okay. Okay. Like Rachel told what's her name down there in that movie School Days. Okay. It ain't even real. It's not real. And people get all in their pants and bunch, getting they dick busted with nuts and pussy wet behind someone's racial this and that. I mean, it's funny how this German man who's racist, made this theory back in the 16 or 1700s, and all of a sudden, oh, people in next centuries go by the tradition of a man and the no power word of God theory, and people think there's superior and inferior behind this. And that's where I had to go ahead and bring this man's name and put his name in my. He did. He created this system. It's hurting people. It's a scandal, though, to see moment like in Matthew 18, the Bible. Why are we living by this man theory? What are we gaining here? Nothing. We all here arguing, fighting, acting, chimping out of every damn color and race, acting like monkeys of every damn color over this white racist man from Germany's theory. Okay? And then y'all get mad when we have mixed our heritage and identity and we tell your ass, I don't want to be designated as multiracial because it's not right. I don't care if I look like this to you, but this contributes to be here and it's different races of people, that they all go by because it's one race human, but since this man made idea of races, well, this is his theory. I don't have full African roots. I have European indigenous roots. I'm African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, Scottish, Native American, and probably things I ain't found out, okay? Because this stupid ass, dumb ass, one drop rule that messed up my family tree. I do name Hispanic or other or two races more, or you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to go here along with this narrative. And then you have people mad, but you see it's black. Like, suck my dick and move on. Like, I'm serious. Like, stop using the black part of my roots to designate how you want my life to be. You actually violate my rights, my individual rights. I supposed to do as I please. Now, on my thread, I posted due to my daddy's mixed heritage, that's my fourth grandmother who's mulatto. Her dad was a slave master, John Carnes. I'm related. That's my ninth cousin is Rich Nixon. Okay, the 10th cousin is what's his name, Johnson, LBJ. And LBJ, my 10th cousin, who's white, was a Klansman. Yes, him and H.L. Hunt and my ninth cousin Nixon um, set up the death of what's his name, John F. Kennedy. Okay, all right, and then Johnson, 60 years ago, signed the Civil Rights Bill. In that Civil Rights Bill, I'm free. So all this bullshit about because I consider black to you, XYZ should not exist. I supposed to have freedom. My name should not be in your mouth, and you should not be in my damn business using this theory of race to tell me how to fucking live. Because I care about my fucking freedom. When my freedom is challenged, I'm a act a fool. Because I did have things my fucking way in my personal life. I'm not your commodity. So you can get all your opinions a bunch. I just found out, like I say, months ago on their ancestry site, do my fifth grandfather on my daddy's white side of the family tree. Of course, he would not admit that, but that's why he came in this world. Okay, through my grandmother gave me hell. Okay, then my great grandmother, who didn't God rest her, I love my big mama, great grandmother, through her lineage. Okay, my fourth grandmother, who's mulatto, Phyllis Corns. Her dad was a rapist. I'm not gonna say rape. I'm tired of this whole censorship shit on these platforms. I'm gonna say it like I'm 50 years old. My fifth grandpa, John Corns, who white, Scottish and English descent, who was from New Jersey, not from he came down south. He was a Yankee. He was a rapist. He raped my fifth grandmother, Louisa Boudreaux, who was fully African. She was on my six grandparents. Her parents were Pet Boudreaux, and that's my sixth grandfather, who was fully African, who was sold by the white master Boudreaux in New Orleans. Chavala, that's my sixth grandmother. She was hurt behind that, and then that's when the Corns family came in and sold. So they bought my fifth grandmother, Louisa Boudreaux, from New Orleans, brought her to Cold Spring, Texas, in Sentinel County, and John Corns from New Jersey owned her. He violated, raped her, and then she tried to commit suicide, but the wife or his mother came in and stopped. I saw that on Insta.com and stopped Louisa from committing suicide with the baby, and they had Phyllis. And Phyllis Corns was mulatto, biracial. That's who married my Cherokee fourth grandfather, John Wolf Jackson Jr. Remember his dad, John Wood Jackson Sr., my Cherokee fifth grandfather, uh, was killed in the was died of the Trail Tears. Okay, he was from Georgia. He was a Cherokee, Georgia, and when Andrew Jackson, kicked the five civilized tribes out the area to going to Oklahoma, well, my fifth grandfather, who's Cherokee, died on 1836 in Trail Tears in Alabama. So there's no Wabo here. So anyway, so going to the other John, who's white, John Corns, who was a rapist, slave master, Yankee from New Jersey, who came down south. Um, Due to his lineage, and I showed it on my thread on YouTube. Uh, Lindbergh Johnson, Little Man Johnson is my 10th cousin, and my ninth cousin is Richard Nixon. So both they ass, I'm gonna cuss their ass out. Both the assholes fucked up my freedom, okay? Because they was with the Ku Klux Klan. What's his name? H.L. Hunt. H.L. Hunt was paying the nation. I don't subscribe to that shit. They had Kennedy killed. Kennedy, I wasn't born at the time. It's one of my favorite presidents. I remember I left the process at 13 years old, and of course left witchcraft as well. And I became Catholic at 13. So and I found out my mama's ancestry have Irish in the blood too. Okay, besides Irish, English. Okay, and all that. So Kennedy's one of my favorite presidents. Plus, his wife was the first sister before Michelle Obama, and I'm hoping Michelle Obama is a woman. Okay, because I'm hearing about about some stuff. No, is Jaguar Wright saying this that she's a man and Allie Carter who exposed from the sex trafficking ring in Hollywood? It looks suspicious, and I'm like, and yes, he was the one talking about Obama was the one that legalized gay marriage 10 years ago. Okay, and when what's her name came out and said that she was a man talking about John Rivers, and she ended up being it after she get her surgery. Woo! And her daughter came out and said she the Obama was involved. It looks like it's real. I mean, I'm hoping that Michelle Obama, but then because I can't imagine Michelle Obama being a man, But if she is, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You deceive the country. Like, come on, man, don't do that. Don't do that. But I know Barack Obama's name was Barry Sotero. Okay, see, that's why I'm also questioning. It's like, wait a minute, you decided to have your father's name later on. You know what I'm saying? Your father's name, everything, but all the time you had your stepfather's name, in which that's why Trump was questioning: was he born here in the United States or in Hawaii? And yes, Hawaii is part of the United States, but it all goes back to the Bohemian Grove. Okay, when Zachary King had said, the former Santana Wizard, said he used to go there in the 80s. He was a Santana Wizard doing them Santana sacrifice in California, okay? Californication. He saw Barack Obama. He said, wait a minute, y'all didn't want Jesse Jackson. No, they said they already had engineered for Barack Obama to be there, to be the next president. So they already had a goal what they're going to do to this country. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I question this. And like I said, I'm more independent. I do vote mostly Democrat, but I did vote Republican, and due to Democrat parties did me dirty here in Harris County, and I got evicted 2 times by 2 Democrat presidents of color. president. I said president. Judges. Okay, one African descent. Okay, I said African descent because if stupid ass, fake ass brother Judge Jerry Brown want to make his mix, his because all of us are mixed, none of us up here black Africans. Okay, that's why I did that room. Then you had this Latino Mexican American man who's a disgraced to community. Now he been here trying to support her. Judge, former judge, what's the asshole name? Israel Garcia, okay, Pochop, okay, and him be Republican. I laugh because your family was drug trafficking. I know about your business. And when Trump says Mexico's not saying its best, your parents are from Mexico. You're born in Austin, Texas in 1966. You be 60 next year with your dumb, ugly ass. Puto, that's the Spanish Creole coming out of me like you puto, pinches is a Mexican word, okay? Um, like I said, I'm glad both y'all asses lost your jobs, okay? That's why, but now you're Republican, and I don't know how white Republicans going to receive Israel when you do fit the bill. You got criminal records. Your brother got criminal records. Your parents was locked up in jail for drug trafficking. And when Trump says Mexico not sending its best, you fit the bill. What the hell you been? Like, I don't get the idea you kissed up to Orange Man. See, I did it for revenge. I don't like Trump. No, I don't. But when you got assholes, especially of damn color, making my in a white racist Republican state is asshole of color, okay, who's giving me hell, okay, when we all like go to hell, they're like about the food stamps. Baby, I'm praying to get my wealth online. Okay, yes, I got side hustle, so I'm praying. I ain't gonna say hope. I'm praying that I will get my side hustle money, so I don't have to worry about no damn food stamps. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But if you continue, those of color helping the white, licking the white race man's ass, we're gonna have to remind you what Trump gonna do. Okay, you know what I'm saying? No, and it's how dare you? Well, tell those of color leave the fuck on, Deborah. Okay, Deborah. And it's funny. The Starbucks, she tried to keep me out. Got closed down. Deborah around her ass. Who she is? She part Spanish and black from Mexico. Mexico's got black blood too. You ain't no Spain. This you got a nigga in your blood. I have to say the N word. You want to try to play the oppression thing, maybe the next brother got self-esteem issues and call himself nigga and coon, like to be oppressed, but this brother here who is African American, French, Spanish Creole, Louisiana, part Hispanic, English, Irish, kind of don't like to play the oppressing game. Okay, I'm not waking up and say God made me oppressed. I pray against oppression. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. This old devil, whatever damn name. I don't speak German, so don't forgive me those who German this shit. But I can't even say the same name. But this man caused this shit to fuck my life up. Then I found out two damn cousins on my white ancestor side messed up my fucking civil rights before I was even born. Okay, they did that. That's why I got it. But you once again, like that, my son, don't fuck up my freedom. I'm gonna have your name in my mouth. Okay, you fucking up my damn freedom. Shit, messed up my damn. I'm near 50 years old trying to still get my life together because you over here fucking up my damn freedom. Okay, shit. I don't give a damn about your bitch ass. I'm not your damn slave. But no, I'm not a Trump supporter like that. Yes, I disagree how ICE officers are treating people. Yes, I do not agree with things that mean, but when you make my life miserable, I'm gonna have to reinforce suffer, all suffer. Like St. Paul said in his Bible, y'all better leave me alone. Stop trying to make me suffer. Yeah, bro. Shit. Shit. Yeah. Trying to act like a damn Karen, but I'm scared of Trump. How the hell? Shit. You got span there and nigga. I said Spain, indigenous, and nigga, and you from Mexico. That's how your ass came in. You may not look like a cocoa nigga, but down there, Rex mixing down there in Latin America, a black penis in vagina, and a Spain penis in vagina, And indigenous penis and vagina came together and did a hoop to hoop, okay, whether it was forced or coerced or even by choice or by marriage or whatever, okay. It caused her ass to be here, and I'm gonna go by what's her DNA. I'm not gonna by what you see her ass, because it wasn't for that mixing. What she wouldn't be here. Thank you. Y'all don't like to go by the truth. I go by that. What for that ping and that JJ of the indigenous in Spain and black, her ass would be here. Thank you. Okay. So anyway, now I drink so much peppermint tea, so I feel so calm. I can't even get ugly right now because that peppermint tea and Kim let me out of here. But that's the reason why. It wasn't for Spanish and Native Mexicans and other Hispanics down across will not be here. That's why I go by. I don't care what you look like. Once again, that dick and that pussy. Okay, be nasty up here. Cause you be here. And I'm not gonna negate and deny and who the hell you really are based on people who ignorant who give you that pleasure of their ignorance. Okay, so that's why. So that's why I voted for Trump. It wasn't for attention because I don't, and it wasn't that too. Hold up, wasn't because of minority trash bags of color doing me dirty. Also, Kamala Harris, her ass. Hold up, let's talk about that bullshit too. Hold on, that bitch. Hold on, I don't like Trump, but because she put brothers and Latino brothers in California locked up, and sisters, and like what the hell? I'ma vote for this bitch. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna talk about this shit. Y'all talking about no, no, no. I don't know how y'all don't see her as no different Trump. ICE was funded before Trump came in. Okay, well, all this money for ICE and everybody trying to those. Okay, Biden and Kamala, Klan Amendment. I call Klan Amendment. They funded. And remember who she went to Nicaragua or Guatemala, one of them Central American countries, South America, Central America. She said, "Don't come, don't come, and if you do come, I promise you, you'll be sent back." Did that sound no different, Trump? Then we hear about the babies being molested, abused down across the border. Them children in detention since Biden administration. They've been sold, and I will be shocked about the David Sless. Of course, David Sless was already here in the United States, but it probably has something to do with that too. Okay, they trafficking kids and celebrities, doing them with celebrities, baby eating parties, and saying ten from the Hollywood Hills. See what I'm saying? Yeah, thank you. See, the whole David situation ain't nothing new. It is exposing the culture that goes on in Hollywood with them demonic ass, dumbass people. They look for children. Okay, listen to me, y'all. Because this David wasn't the only one just looking for slaves. They look for children. They got a list of children. And children get missing. And they go to broken homes where they're getting abused. So they like in some case she was being abused by her mammy. So her man, they look for them, and they go look for them, and then they take them to these houses in these tunnels and do all type of sadistic sex stuff. I kid you, it's sick. I see why they become famous. Because I would not get down like the hell the fucking no. I might get my way as a star. But my way does not involve in this shit. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Can we find a turn? I'm not doing that bullshit. Hell no. Okay. So they do all these sex orgies and things because they know they involve children and shit. They have celebrity, they have spirit cooking. I mean, this is some sadistic, satanic shit. And that's what's going on with sex traffickers. That's why a lot of folks, there's both Kamala, because she involved in that bull, allegedly. We say allegedly, come on, say I believe she involved. She's from California, right? Come on now. Okay? Them deputy gangs in the police departments acting a damn fool in LAPD, she behind that. Maybe she's a prosecutor. I'm gonna be the prosecuting president. I said, well, you ain't gonna get my damn vote. I'm already getting the real criminals who want to go to jail, but I'm not a criminal. You know, like we had those judge bitch ass Gonzalez was the stalker there. There's nothing about vote against her because while she was being a prosecuting vice president, you had Joe Brown. That's Jim Brown. Jim goes Joe Biden. Okay, in the crime bill, Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? That's right, during that time. And the crime rate went up when they came out. Oh, it went up. Soon as got office, baby. I mean, it was crime all over the damn place. That's not reason why I didn't vote for Kamala. Then you had old Megan Thee Stallion. I like Megan, but I don't have kids. But if I'm there to vote for your bitch ass, and you got girls twerking now. I don't care as a man and other men. Okay, grown men, we don't mind seeing some women twerk. But if I got my daughters and sons, oh no, this is not posted. This not appropriate. This was a political campaign. It's not a strip club. And all them STDs going on down there in Atlanta, Georgia. I know why that she did that. All them STD sex dungeons. I'm sorry, Candy from Escape and Housewives Atlanta. We know about them sex dungeons and them allegations T.I. and Tiny. We go, yeah, you're talking about, oh yeah, they got some lot of sex going on, and then you got a lot of our people ever since got SDs, AIDS, and HPV going on. So then that same time, Satanic Cup was doing a black mass. So this all seemed related last year when Kamala was. Why would you pick Megan Thee Stallion before you come on stage? She twerking and her girls are twerking. This not appropriate for the teens and kids to be looking at. This for a political campaign. Okay? So I ain't vote for Kamala. And I ain't vote for Kamala the last time either. When she was running under Jim Crow Joe Biden, okay? Jim Crow Joe Biden called us roaches. He was a Dixie Craig, probably friends with my 10th cousin Johnson and 9th cousin Nixon, making sure I didn't get no freedom before I was even born. Trying to make abortion legal for eugenics. I'm gonna vote for that. See, I don't do y'all research. Then you had Jill Biden, don't even know how to speak no damn Spanish. She in San Antonio talking about the breakfast tacos and the bogotas. It's bodega. You can ask Jill Lopez say that. God dog it. The bogotas. The breakfast tacos and the bogotas. Oh, Jill, by the Lord. She said the bogotas. I should have came up and said to her, and said, excuse me, First Lady, is bodegas? Yeah, I speak Spanish moderately for 30 years. Sometimes I stumble because I'm in the United States and born here. But my family tree, you forgot that Louisiana was a Spanish colony besides the French. And on my photograph, Paul, on my mama's ancestry, I'm part Hispanic, Black Spanish Creole. Louisiana was a Spanish colony besides the French. That's how my grandfather was born in Texas. Him and his brother Luke Real, I found that out. Luke Real. They even have his mulatto or white, and they have my grandfather as black. And they both was Armstead Real, my grandfather. Okay, Luke Real was my fourth grand uncle in Grimes County, Brazoria County, no, Brazoria County area. And they both born in Texas, but the parents were from Louisiana. Now they said it was his half brother, so I guess there's another parent involved. But their last name was Real, and it was changed to Rouse. Okay, Real is a Spanish last name, so you can't tell me I'm not Hispanic. And I do check that box. I am part Hispanic. Okay, but when that's why I give you a panic. If you are Hispanic, give me trouble. I'm a Black American, not purely. Okay, and I'm also Hispanic. So a black American Hispanic a mixed black American Hispanic like me, you give me a problem, I'll give you a panic too. I'm gonna be manic because I'm manic depressive, PTSD, and PTSD, and bipolar type one. I'm gonna give that's why I gave Deborah a panic. She Hispanic, but this black American mixed Hispanic gave her a panic. Okay, that's why I said I'm the Afro speak who don't take no what, don't take no shit. Okay, thank you. And I don't choose. I ain't nothing to fuck with. Okay, and that's why we're talking about our freedom being messed with. My freedom getting fucked up. We're gonna have a conversation. So we're gonna have. We're gonna have a talk. Okay, fucking my damn freedom. You better leave my freedom down alone. Shit. Ugh. Jesus. Okay. Yeah. So let me go ahead and have a discussion with this about being about race. Okay. So you wanna know why he talk once again, this man, Bernabich Blumenbach, I can't even say his fucking name right. He messed up my damn freedom back centuries ago. You got these dumbass people enforcing his shit on me. So that's the devil that caused division of human people, and then try to place people a certain way. This is against our civil rights, individual rights, human rights. So we gotta talk about this shit. I don't give a damn folks getting their feelings about it. Getting their feelings. You fucking up my damn fucking freedom. If you don't want me talking about your bitch ass, don't mess with my friends, man. Here, this at the title of it made this racial bullshit theory divide the human people, and then centuries later, we still live by this stupid ass bullshit. And I need my freedom to be respected. Mm-hmm. Don't be using the and you use the black part of my roots. In time, I don't think I know nobody is inferior. Only God is superior, right? But you see me as inferior. And you trying to use the black part as inferior. And you trying to put me in inferior complex and tell me to be proud of that and call me out. If I'm not proud of the inferior complex that this man created, okay, I'm somehow hate myself. And I don't hate my damn self. You don't want to hate yourself. Okay? This is why I got his name in my mouth. And he dead. Probably roasted in hell somewhere. Over here fucking on my damn freedom. Got the stalker in his mindset. See the stalker, I ain't trying to mention his name. But it wasn't for this old damn man on the damn title up here from Germany. This stalker shit would not have been going on. Jim Crow would not go on. The Matanza went on. What's a Matanza? Slavery? The colonization about naming people can kill and just yeah, all this the blood, the one drop rule. This German man made our life miserable, made this fucking theory up. And then so another video that I put on my thread and I tagged a couple of friends of mine on YouTube. And the two guys, the dark skin one, the light one, was saying about Freemasons. So once this man made this theory, the Freemasons. So one thing, anyone's a Mason, please get offended because you fucked up my future. Let me explain why. So due to my paternal grandmother, her dad, okay, who was black, Native American, Choctaw and English, dark skin, straight hair, was a Mason. My big mama's Big Mama's husband. Big Mama was an Eastern Star. Okay, I'm not gonna harshly talk too much about Big Mama because I met her before she died in '88, and she was sweet. And I did not know what an Eastern Star was until I went to her wake and funeral. And I remember them two sisters put a sword against me, like don't come to near the pet casket. I'm like, hold on, what is this? This is my great. Hold on, this my Big Mama. What you talking about? I can't go because when people go close to the casket. And I'm like, who these two ladies? I'm like 9 years old, third grade. Who these two ladies? This is my Big Mama. What are you talking? Why you put a sword against me? They put two swords. Yeah, when you go to Eastern Star funeral, the two ladies in Eastern Star will put two swords. I kid you not, real swords against your chest. When you try to go to these rituals, I swear, I was like, hold on, it's my Big Mama. No, it's my big. I was 9 years old. You know, I love my big mama, my great grandmother. Remember, I didn't get along with her, but her daughter, my grandmother. But my big mom, no, my And yes, it's do big mama's white ancestry. I'm related to Johnson and what's name President Johnson and Nixon. Okay, yeah, the Cherokee and her. See, I did not know she had Cherokee till we found out the answer before I got bit the second time. Um, so due to the Eastern, the Freemasons, okay, the Klan, okay, allegedly was found by a Freemason who was a satanic. So do you see why I'm calling this shit out? And then, so the former Santana wizard Zachary King said this: if your great grandfather was a third degree, I don't know if my big daddy was a third degree Mason, okay, but I wouldn't be shocked because his daughter, because she mimicked his behavior over Big Mama's, because she saw Big Mama as weak. She saw by her daddy, Big Daddy was strong, okay, and he was a Scorpio like my mama, because his birthday in November, my mom's birthday in October. Um, no Scorpio, something else, and he was, strict, rigid, mean, stern, arrogant. So my grandmother internalized his abusive behavior as something of the Lord. Okay, see why I changed religions and became Catholic. Okay, so that's why my grandfather, her husband, told her you better not put no hand on him. You know what I'm saying? So she do get angry, just scream if I don't respect her. And it was demonic, but she'll play the piano, sing gospel music. And it's like my grandfather was a nonce, was like, you can do all that, but we know who you are, right? And when people say, how dare you talk? See, I live with her. You didn't live with her, okay? So I had to witness this shit. And I never imagined my life after adulthood going through this. I thought when I turned 18, it was over. So going back to Zachary King, the former Satan wizard, he said, if your great grandfather was third degree Mason, you just cursed your family, and the great grandchild will have suicide tendencies and not have a good life. So I don't have a criminal record, ain't trying to have one. Ain't trying to be a white man nigga, but that's okay. I did finish high school, okay. I went to Job Corps 2004, years later to get my trade. Went to college for the first time. I had to leave college because I was going back to Houston. Okay, so I was in El Paso to college. Trust me, I wish I stayed in El Paso. Try to go different jobs. Nobody want to hire me. I did work different there. Then every time I got a job, somebody want to y'all let me talk crazy. If I had a temporary job, I'm doing well. Okay, job ended. It was always that I used to get mad at God and almost cuss God. I remember one time, 2012, 2002, when I was trying to go to Job Corps, Miss McGowan was messing my dog on Job Corps situation. One of the former counselors, okay, to get us go Job Corps back in 2002. So I was trying to go 2001 and 2004. I almost cussed God out. I said, I'm not going to lie about that. Like Job in the Bible. Until years later, listened to Zachary King's ministries, and he said that the third degree Mason, okay, the second degree and first degree, they don't know about that. They just think they live in Christian, okay, whatever, because Catholics we cannot be Masons, okay, you're not supposed to, and I do suspect Masonic priests in the Catholic Church, okay, I do, okay. I really don't go to church as much, not because I love my Catholic faith, but when I start hearing priests in the confessional, I'm not going to build everything in the confessional with me. But when I'm telling them about my abusive family, and my abusive family not Catholic, and they defend that mess, okay, I know what's up. So, oh yes, hearing Galvez and doubt, but when I threatened to get the Pope involved, Pope Francis, Nigerian will get offended. No. Okay, so you ain't doing wrong. You should not even. Yeah, you doing wrong. And I had threatened many times on the confessional that I'm getting the Pope involved. How y'all talking to me crazy? 'Cause I had one of them talking. I was, no, you're not talking to me crazy up in here. No, baby, I have to forget up in God's house. I'm like, get my shoes. Looking in the streets. I cuss it behind. Won't be acting holy in. Okay, I don't care about the collar. I'm looking at your character. Okay, thank you. So, yeah, there are Masonic priests in the church. I'm not gonna no. There are. Okay, anybody say it is? Okay, so going back to the situation. Okay, so if you're a Christian, Protestant, Catholic, Catholic Church is against Masonry. Um, Methodist, all the other denominations. You don't in second degree, first degree. You don't know the first, but you get the third degree. You accept Lucifer as light, which makes sense. So if he was third degree Mason, I see why he had a stern, abusive nature. It's not nature; it's his spirit. And my grandma internalized it because she, thought that he was in the right. So that makes sense. So when I hear about the Klan made by a Mason, and you hear about all this corruption in churches, both the Protestant and the Catholic Church, and we have Mason ministers and Mason priests in the churches against Masonry. It is you not if you're a Catholic, you're not supposed to be a Freemason or Eastern Star for a woman. Okay, all right. So I was upset every day, about why I want this until something told me Google this man. And thank those two brothers, the dark one and the light one. I just put on my thread. The light skinned one said that the Masons took this man's theory and brought it to colonized countries like the United States. So now we see why race is constructed and seen as nature when it's actually social. It's a spiritual warfare. This is spiritual warfare. And this is not what God wanted. And so I don't care. When you fucking up my freedom, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm not a Mason, but I'm descended from one. Okay. And I've been trying to get my life together since I was before 18 years old. I used to go set everything. I never thought my life would be in shambles. But if you live in Texas and it's a racist state, and half of these white supremacists are Masons, half these mean fake ass brothers and Latinos are Masons. So I see why y'all protect each other. If I join the Masonic, I probably get protected too, but I'm not doing that. I'm not going to third degree and the claiming Lucifer as light, knowing that that's one of former God's angels that betray God and he kicked them out of heaven. Okay, Lucifer is not a good person. Lucifer is a demon. Okay, which so I used to get angry at God, and even like I said, and I go ahead and say this. I thought about 10 years ago when I was going through study, and I had a job, had an apartment, but still got my grandma controlling my ass, even though she don't live with me, trying to find some excuse. My dad cut to my mom. So man, I said, well, if the Illuminati is real, I might join. Because I'm tired of this. If you love me so much, God, why would you do this to me? Why would you betray me like that? I didn't ask for this curse. So I almost thought about becoming a Satanist. I'm gonna be real with you. I did. I said, if you love me so much, why would you do this to me? So but when you do research, and that's what we're gonna do, you realize this is not God's will. This is the man of the devil. And then you realize these people in churches, why the churches are corrupt, okay? Both the Protestant and the Catholic and the other, because they got Masonic powers running it. And then you have people in position of power, authority who are Masons, and they protect it. You know what I'm saying? The cops are many of them are Masons. Which why they commit suicide because they break the law themselves. When you trying to enforce law, but you break at the same time and you abusing thought. They take the blue code come from the Masonic code. Because if I became a Mason, as I saw on a video of a former Mason, if I take the oath that I do not betray my brother. So if my brother out there committing murder, raping, whatever, I don't say nothing. So same thing if I'm a police officer and I'm a Mason, he a Mason, he be, I'm not, let's say I'm not, of course I'm a African American, I'm not no fully, but you know what I'm saying. But a Mason that's a white cop, that's a Klan, I keep silent. That's why. And the reason why I'm speaking because this has messed up my freedom. I didn't never ask, but it's cursed to be in my life. That's why I'm talking about. See, if this didn't happen when we talk about this stuff, it would not go on. But since it happened to somebody who went to school, and if I have money in the future, I have to pay the school back to get my 2 years to get my bachelor's. And I was going when I was in my apartment the second time. I went to school online, and my major was business, business leadership. Because I said if I don't make it as my own boss, at least I have a degree to be a manager. I'm a Leo, y'all. I'm not a submissive person. Okay, I don't believe those star telling me trying to preach me about the zodiac signs. I know a star don't tell me only God, but when I see people's behavior match their behavior to do they where they're born, Dable, I am a Leo. I don't have a submissive character, and I don't. It's just I'm not a submissive person, and I'm apologize for it. Thank God I'm not. Okay, so I have a leader mentality. Okay, I need to be in a workplace or a trade where I'm my own boss or I'm a leader. Okay, so I don't have a submissive character. I can, and I see why and I do see why, and I put this together when it says in Jeremiah. Yeah, I know you in your before you in your mom's womb, whatever. I see why me and my mother did not raise was not raised together because my mother, my going to my the zodiac signs of my sister Capricorn, my brother is a what? He's a not Pisces, he's an Aquarius. My other brother is a Cancer, right? A Cancer or Gemini, one or two. So I'm the only Leo, the last child, of my mother. When she had different baby dads, okay, and I see why that God had let me get raised by her, but I had been raised by that Taurus. Right? You know what I'm saying? But I had Leo grandfather. Okay. I don't have a submissive character. I don't apologize for it. Okay. And I need to be in a natural born skill career. You know what I'm saying? Not submissive. Submissive behavior is not me. Even if I try to be submissive, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like this, like, so you telling me that this organization messed up my future? That's what I'm talking about. This messed up my future. I didn't ask to be homeless. I didn't have to go. First, I never thought about living in projects. You know what I'm saying? I always thought about living in a wealthy middle class home. That's the type of dream I had. I never wanted to be. That's why I went to job corps to get my in trade so I can work. I come back to Houston. They trying to offer me a job, and they said my braids was an issue. I cut my hair. I was growing my hair long. Cut my hair after my grandfather died, and then didn't get the damn job. You know what I'm saying? This is all conscripted. So y'all fucking up my damn future. I'm going to act a fool about that shit. I don't give a damn about someone else. Don't compare me about someone else who complains the church. I don't know. I complain that. So that's the reason why I'm talking about this because y'all keep fucking up my damn future. I'm gonna talk about this shit. But when I found out that Zachary King said that the third degree, you mess up your family. Oh my God. I see why my life is so fucked up. And I'm gonna talk about it. Y'all Masons, okay, then stop fucking up people's spirits, stop messing up people's lives. I wouldn't talk about you if you don't start messing up my life. Because when I graduated back in '98, in May '98 from high school, I never thought this would go on. I thought I'd be independent in college. I'd probably audition for a role, be a singer, singing both in English and Spanish, singing in R&B, Tejano pop, all that. Okay, like doing and touring, and then out there dating and then go in the club, have a good time. If I am in school, maybe homeschool in my college years, and you know what I'm saying. And then later on make it big, then get married because I always want to get married in my mid 20s. And me and this wife of mine have family. I never thought that what I going through from my 30s and 20s and stuff and 40s would go on. Never thought I'd be homeless. But when you over here in position of power messed up my future, I have a right to talk about whether you like it or not. Because I did at age birth, when I was born in 79 August as a baby, I never subscribed this. Okay, it is my business. I never wanted this mess. I can care less about someone else who did. That's not me. So, but then when I found out Mace was involved in this man's theory of race, okay, we gotta talk. I don't care. Get annoyed. You know, you messed me, you hurt me. So if I hurt you by talking about it and criticizing and cussing, okay, when then you got what you deserve. Okay? Your theory messed up my fucking life. I have a stalker, even though I do believe he's connected with the R. Kelly mess. But the thing he's attacking me on is racial shit. Okay? And I'm in a racist state of Texas that I thought that when I turned 18, 19, that I'd be gone and going to another place, another state where this don't tolerate. I haven't left yet. When I was working on different jobs or applying, I was trying to make the money, my bread in Texas and get the hell out and bounce. You can't get mad when you gatekeep someone who don't want to live in your state. I wish that Greg Abbott, you put the migrant people, immigrants in different states, cities. Okay, you should do the homeless people because when I was homeless, I mind with the migrant people go to like, I don't want to go to Chicago because Chicago is crazy, but New York, some of them are liberal issues, and then there's more opportunity. And then the arts there, I can do entertainment. I can work behind a stage. I can work behind a modeling, fashion, fashion show, help with the model stuff. Before I become a model, like what I'm saying, like know how the culture is, because anytime you get into the industry, you gotta work in the industry, okay? Work in the office. I mean, before the Diddy mess back in 2008, we not know about nasty and demonic videos. I thought about audition for this work for the on VH1. Thank God I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But you don't realize y'all messed up my fucking future. And I gotta talk about this. I don't care if it hurts your bitch ass. You fucking messed up my future. And I'm near 50 years old, still trying to get my life together. I didn't ask to live in Texas. You use your tradition to know if I word of God on me. And half y'all are Masons. And I'm glad shout out to Zachary King for exposing the third degree mess up your man. God, dog, it showed it mess up our family. It did. It did. It did. When Big Daddy became Mason, I see why. Okay? I didn't ask for this mess to be in my life. That's why. You see why I act a fool on this app? I probably wouldn't do that if for y'all people of every fucking damn race didn't fucking mess up my life for your own personal fucking stuff as agenda. That's the whole reason why I talk about this shit. Okay? But yeah, ever since I found out that third degree masonry caused a curse in your family, it is my business to talk because my great grandfather, my grandma died, was a mason. And what he did, oh God, I just don't know. Like I asked God, why? What you're doing to me? What are you doing to me? Okay, so that's all I gotta say. Cause right now, I guess I don't have the energy to talk about this for a long time, but that's why I brought this German man up because his theory messed up my life.